We cut across to breaking news coming in. There is no urgent GST Council meeting to discuss reduction of GST on air purifiers. This is what the centre has informed Delhi High Court. Central government has told the Delhi High Court that they first want the opportunity to file an affidavit opposing the PIL seeking reduction of GST. The petitioner has said people are dying and they want to file affidavits is how the petitioner has countered the centre. The centre has said the GST Council cannot be conducted through virtual conference. The council has to meet physically. Votes in a GST Council are casted through show of hands or through a secret ballot. We're trying to get further details of what exactly transpired and how the centre is now responding to this very demand when it comes to the reduction of GST on air purifiers. So far, the latest is that there is no urgent GST Council meeting to discuss the reduction of GST on air purifiers. The centre has informed the same to the Delhi High Court. The central government has told the Delhi High Court that they first wanted opportunity to file an affidavit opposing the PIL seeking reduction of GST. Now remember, there is a PIL that has been filed seeking a reduction of GST given the air pollution, how it is soaring and people are suffering from several health issues. The petitioner has countered the centre saying that at a time when people are dying due to air pollution, they want to file affidavits. Let me take this to my colleague Anisha Mathur for further details of how the centre has responded as far as GST reduction on air purifiers is concerned, especially when it comes to the GST Council meet and how the voting will happen.
Well, Suesha, you remember just 2 days ago, the Delhi High Court in a separate bench had directed the centre to take a decision on this issue, to file a reply as soon as possible on how it will take a decision with regard to reducing tax on air purifiers. Remember, this petition has raised the concern that air purifiers should be classified as a medical device, and instead of being taxed at 18% GST, they should be at 5% or 0 GST as a medical device. Now today, the Additional Solicitor General appearing for the government has raised 3 points. First of all being that the court cannot compel the GST Council to take a decision in a particular manner. That violates separation of powers. Second, what they've said is that this is an issue that has been flagged by the parliamentary committee, that the GST Council will take it up, but there cannot be an urgent hearing on court's directions because there cannot be a video conferencing conference of the GST Council. They will have to meet in person and that will take time. Thirdly, what as a legal point that they have raised, the centre has raised, is that classification of something as a medical device requires approvals from the Health Ministry as well as the Drugs Controller Authority, the DPCO. Until that is done, the GST Council cannot unilaterally reduce the taxation on the air purifiers. The petitioners, of course, raising a very serious concern that people in Delhi and NCR and in other states also require now air purifiers for the sake of their health, that this is now a medical emergency, that there is a air pollution crisis in the country. That is what the petitioner has argued. In fact, the High Court also flagging that the court's only concern, and I'm quoting the judge here, the court's only concern was having regard to the situation in Delhi and surrounding areas. Why not bring the price of purifiers to a range that can be reached by common people? That is the question that the High Court has once again asked, but the court has the government has very clearly said that this is not a decision that can be taken urgently on court orders, and therefore now the matter will be heard on the 9th of January. But the High Court once again has requested the centre to take a decision, give priority to this issue and take a decision as soon as possible.
All right, Anisha, many thanks for getting us those details. It is extremely disappointing how at one end we hear that the government wants to solve this issue, but the lackadaisical approach, as one can clearly see, there was no discussion in the parliament during the winter session on the issue of pollution, and now when it comes to reduction in GST for air purifiers, this is the response that the centre puts out. We'll keep a close eye on all the developments. For the moment, more breaking news coming in.